Hello and welcome to another beauty box unboxing. So today it is one from Next. It is the SOS Skincare Edit Anti-Aging Beauty Box. This costs £22 and they say it's worth over 106. So with Next, delivery charges may apply, or you can always collect it for free from your local Next store. They normally get it in the next day if you order it before a certain time. I think this was released very recently, but I'm not 100% sure. August 2025, pretty certain it was released then. Mainly because they've brought out quite a lot of boxes recently, and I have been tempted by more than this one. But I'm saving my money for advent calendars, which is another story which I might mention at the end of this video if I've got time. So they did release a couple of other SOS skincare edits, one for radiance, one for blemishes. But be careful, because on my Next app, the one for blemishes is actually labelled in the title, the heading, as a radiance one. So the radiance one is also radiance. So just be careful, particularly if you want the radiance one, that you don't go and order the blemish one. You can see it's actually, the picture of the box shows you which one it is. To be honest, looking at the description of the contents will tell you as well. So first of all, with this box, I was slightly disappointed because I was expecting an Emma Hardy product, and it was either going to be a Moringa cleansing gel or a Moringa cleansing balm, and that is one of my favourite ever products, the balm. I love that stuff, and I've just run out of one. Now, the one that you were going to get in here was only one of their tiny sizes, but even so, I would have been happy to have that because I love it. And I haven't tried the cleansing gel, I don't think, so I would have even been happy to get that. Little bit disappointed. However, they did put something else in here, and I don't think it is worth quite as much in terms of product value as the Emma Hardy one would be, but I might be wrong. It's worth, I think, £6, and I am happy to get it, if I'm being honest. This is the Beauty Pro Retinol Anti-Aging Facial Sheet Mask. It's worth £6. I think I just already said that. And the brand says this plant-based Korean skincare formula enriched with seaweed kelp complex, organic pine oil and wild yam helps to support skin clarity, hydration and a more refined appearance. In just 15 minutes, this K-beauty treatment helps to smooth the skin's texture, reduce the appearance of fine lines and promote a more balanced complexion. Use on cleansed skin, you can leave it on for 15 to 20 minutes, they say, then remove and pat in any excess serum. Now, I haven't used this, you've probably noticed. The reason is I only got this box yesterday, and my skin's quite good at the moment. I do worry sometimes that you can overload skin with too many ingredients, and I didn't want to do that. I have done it in the past, and I thought I'm not going to do that. However, I probably will use this in the next few days. It does say on the package that it rehydrates exceptionally dry skin. And I think with the weather we've been having in the UK at the moment, that is something that might come in use in the next few days. I am going out on Saturday as well, so I might use that before I go out, just to give my skin a little bit of a boost. I have had it before. I checked my lovely Excel spreadsheet document, which does tell me that it is jam-packed, or the last one was, with serum, and I did enjoy using it. So I'm looking forward to that. Whether you get that in your box if you choose this edit, or get an Emma Hardy one, I don't know. If you do end up getting this, please let me know. Now, the next product. Now, this is actually labelled as a sample. This is the Elizabeth Arden Retinol Plus HPR Ceramide capsules. There are 7 capsules in here. If you were to buy 30 capsules from the brand, it would cost £53. So this still has a worth in terms of the product value of £12.37, I think. I'm looking at it now thinking I'm not sure. Which I think makes each capsule worth around £1.77. I worked this out this morning when I was still half asleep. The brand says discover next level retinol action without the typical retinol reaction. After the very first use, our potent yet gentle skin renewing serum leaves skin looking radiant and revitalised. In 1 week, wrinkles and pores are visibly reduced, skin feels firmer, and tone and texture are improved. Each pre-measured capsule is formulated with a precise blend dose of pure retinol plus HPR, a next generation retinol, moisture barrier strengthening ceramides, skin firming peptides, and soothing botanicals. It's gentle enough for day and nighttime usage and first time retinol users as well. Let's say that again. So with this, you get a little tube. I love these from Elizabeth Arden. You get all sorts, but I like these. I love taking them away if you're going on holiday. They're great when you want to have a serum to use. So that's what you get. They look like this, little round capsules, and you just twist off the top and you are left with this. Now, I used this last night. I don't know whether there'll be anything left in here, so let's give it, oh yep, there is a bit of serum, which is a shame really. It didn't go on my face considering how much it's actually worth, but it does feel, it's one of those where you sort of blend it in and it feels gorgeous. Now ignore the fact that my hand is not the same colour as my arm. I noticed that yesterday. I've got self-tan coming up to here, and then I realised that all the products that I try out on my hand, first of all, the other arm's not so bad, but this hand, it needs self-tanning. I meant to do it this morning and completely forgot, so just ignore the fact that I've got a different, it just kind of ends there. It's not even on my wrist, it's like sort of partially on my hand. Never mind, I will sort that out later. That's taken me completely off track, but I like these sorts of things. I will use that for 7 days. There's a 7-day supply. According to them, you will see a difference after 7 days. I don't know whether that's with 1 use per day though. They don't quite say that, but I think as they sell the capsules in 30, maybe it is 1 use per day. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's nice to have a little product like this. I like using them. They're fun to use. They also say don't forget your SPF. I don't think we do anymore, do we? I don't know. The next product is by Dermalogica Multivitamin Power Recovery Cream. I don't know which way up that is, I can't see. I'm going to guess this way, but I have no idea. I could be holding it upside down. This is 5 ml, so this is classed as a deluxe sample. 50 mils is £92 of this stuff. So in terms of product value, this is still worth £9.20. The brand says this vitamin-rich daily moisturiser treats and helps prevent signs of stressed skin, including the appearance of fine lines, dehydration and dullness. It provides immediate nourishment to hydrate and de-stress skin, fights environmental stressors with powerful multivitamins, and boosts skin resilience to prevent premature signs of skin aging. After cleansing and toning, apply it over your face and neck with light upward strokes. Use twice daily, morning and night. Now, it's not obviously a very big product, so I'm probably going to use this just in the morning. It's the kind of serum that I would use in the morning. Obviously, if I had a larger size, I'd probably use it morning and night like it suggests. This is what it looks like. It's slightly tinted. It doesn't come out as tinted on your skin, but it does feel nice. There's a very interesting smell to it. A long time ago kind of smell. So you want to start your story a long time ago, once upon a time, because it smells like a museum or an old-fashioned pharmacy in a museum. For instance, we've got near us the Black Country Museum, which is where Peaky Blinders was filmed partially. And in there, they've got like a load of old Victorian shops and Edwardian, all sorts of different eras. It's a brilliant place to go if you're ever in the area. But they do have a Victorian, I'm sure it's Victorian, pharmacy, and it kind of has a smell to it that reminds me of that. So interesting ingredients, I think there must be in there. I did use it this morning, so I've used it under makeup and under another product in here that I've also used. Did I use anything else? I can't think. I'll think as I'm going along. Yes, the next one I used as well. This is worth the value of the box. So there are a couple of products in here that aren't just sampley types sizes, and if they're ones you want to try, then it's definitely worth getting the box. Both of them are ones I wanted to try. So the first one is this one, Pixie Retinol Eye Cream, 25, does it say 25 mil? Yeah, 25 mil, £22 on the brand's website, or you can subscribe to this from them for £19.80 and it gets to you every 30 days. The brand says super nourishing, this cream restores, renews and helps minimise the look of fine lines. It contains retinol to smooth and refine, caffeine to depuff and energise, and peptides to firm and revitalise. You can use it whenever you need. It does say apply around the eye area, obviously, but they do suggest using it around your lips as well to smooth, renew and minimise fine lines. And that's what I did last night when I used it. So I only got this box yesterday. I'm not sure whether I've had this before. It's certainly familiar, but they do a few products in this kind of packaging. When you open it, this bit here is sort of clear. And then when you squeeze, the product travels up. It's kind of nice to watch, satisfying. This is what it looks like. I have used it today as well under my makeup because I wanted to see how it went. Now, I put my makeup on ages and ages ago. It's the evening time now, and I put my makeup on probably, gosh, about 10 o'clock this morning, maybe 9:30. So it's a nice, easy one to pat in. I know I'm using the wrong finger there. I always do, to be fair, but never mind. No one watches me when I do it in the privacy of my own bathroom to tell me off. That's how it goes. It's nice. It absorbs nicely. No adverse reaction. I was slightly worried because I have had a few retinol eye products before that have given me a bit of a red patch sort of round about here on my eyes for some reason, or even just a darker patch. Very odd. But this one seems, touch wood, I've used it twice, to have not caused any adverse reactions, so I have hopes for it. Now the next product is Caudalie resveratrol. It's very hard to pronounce that one. Lift, lightweight firming cashmere cream. So this is 40 mils, and on the brand's website it's £39. So again, this is worth more than this box. They say this hydrates and smooths wrinkles whilst offering an instant healthy glow effect and mattifying finish. At the heart of the innovation is a plant-derived collagen combined with an exclusive anti-aging patent, resveratrol, hyaluronic acids and vegan collagen booster to stimulate all 3 types of collagen. Apply to your face and neck in the morning alone or after using serum. I don't know why I said alone in a strange voice, but I think I was just trying to read what I was saying. So I have used this. Yeah, I used it last night actually because I didn't read the bits about using it in the morning. So I used it last night as well, but I did use it today as well. It's gone under my makeup. Don't think, did I use any other moisturiser? I used an SPF after this and then a primer. So there is a few layers that are going on there. But this was my sort of base, I guess. It is quite, I think it's quite liquidy. It's quite lightweight. And it does blend in really nicely. So I'm not showing my hand properly. I'm a bit, it's because I don't like looking at it because it looks it looks very strange. It has got a smell to it. This is a nice smell. This is the only one in here I think that's got a nice smell. Oh no, there is one other thing. It's got a refreshing, happy kind of smell. I'm just going to put it on the other hand because it's clashing with the Dermalogica product, just so I can get the smell. Oh yeah, it smells like a kind of a walk when the lawn's just been mowed or something like that, a springy early summer day. Okay, the next product, now I've had this a few times lately. This is the Reman P20 Sensitive Skin SPF 50. It's 20 mils. 200 mils is around £30, so this is worth about £3, but it is again labelled as a sample size. This gentle but highly effective sun cream is dermatologically tested for sensitive skin, fragrance-free, allergy certified and vegan. It delivers up to 10 hours of very high broad spectrum protection, which guards your skin from both UVA and UVB rays. Now, this is where the confusion lies with me with this one. I don't know. I think this is a body one, but I can't be 100% sure of that. They do one that says it's for face, but when you see sensitive, you think, well, that must be for face as well. So I did actually try this out on my face yesterday, which was a risk really, wasn't it? But I did. It felt quite balmy. It's the sort of one I probably wouldn't necessarily use under makeup, but it was okay. No reaction on my face. Potentially you could use it there, I guess, but I would do it on a non-makeup day. On the description though, on the website, on the brand's website, it says apply liberally to the body. And it does say it's recommended to use at least 40 ml of sun protection per application to deliver the optimal protection. And this is only, I think, 20 ml. It's one of those 20 ml sizes. I can't see, but I think it is. So this will only do half of your body. But what I use it for is I put it in my handbag and I take it on walks when I go on walks, because it's been really warm lately. And sometimes I've just had to, I'm just looking at that self-tan. Oh, I should have done it before I did this video. I should, but I do take this on walks and it is very convenient to use. I'll show you what it looks like on my strange hand. This is what it looks like. It's easy to blend in, although it's turning my hand even paler. But this does have a not great smell. It's like milky, not gone off, but just on the turn. So yeah, not the best one. I didn't like using it on my face, I've got to admit, because it did smell a bit like, oh, what have I just put on? But it's great for your arms, especially when you're out and about and in this sunshine we've been having. The next product is by Bondi Sands, and this is the lip balm with SPF 50 toasted coconut. It's 10 grams and £4.99 on the brand's website. They say our lip balm contains vitamin E and shea butter to restore dehydrated lips and prevent moisture loss. It offers SPF 50 protection against sun exposure. Reapply as often as you like or when required. Now they do this in other flavours as well. Watermelon, tropical mango and vanilla. I quite like this toasted coconut one, and I have tried it out. Last time I got a balm, I remember coming to the end of the video and saying, oh, my lips feeling really dry. This room is just so dehydrating in itself, in the air. I don't know why. Because it's so small probably. But I then thought, oh, why didn't I try out the balm? So I have. I've been wearing it for this video, and yeah, it's still there. It's still working. It's pretty good. I'm happy with it. The other thing I like about this one is that it is SPF 50, and I haven't, sorry, I'm croaking though, my throat's dry. It is SPF 50, and some of the other SPF 50 ones I've had, they've either been a bit tinted, which I'm not keen on, or they've been SPF 30, say, or lower. It's nice to have an SPF 50 that tastes nice, because the last one I got, I did like it, but there wasn't any taste to it, or not particularly pleasant one. So this is lovely. It does taste of coconut. On the cons part of that, it is the sort that I would go, yum, 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 and lick it all off. So I am going to put that in my handbag for my walks. I think that's going to be fabulous. The next, oh no, that's the end of the box. So I actually think for £22, you are getting a pretty good deal. You either get your Emma Hardy discovery sizes or sample sizes or deluxe sample, whatever they are, or you get a face mask, which is a full size, decent little thing. You do get your little capsules, again a sample really, but nice to try out. See if you get on with the product as well, particularly with retinol. If you struggle with retinol and this one works for you, then it might be worth forking out the money for it. Then we've got the Dermalogica, I've forgotten how to pronounce that product, which I've never tried and wanted to try, and happy with this. I think I like it. The Pixie one, £22 in itself, works for me. I need retinol around my eyes, and I'm going to use it around my lips where I hate those lines so much. Caudalie one, which I probably mispronounced now because I've not got it written down with all its phonetic spelling thing, but that's lovely as well. Very happy with that, and that's worth more than the box. Another one of these, which I'm happy to get. They're very useful for me on my walks. And the lip balm, I think I've covered it all there. Apologies if I haven't. Now, very quickly, I don't know what time we're on, far too late as usual. I did get a couple of sample perfumes, which I was very excited about, but they weren't in the box, they were in the bag. I don't know if you bought from Next before, but you get the bag, the box is in the bag, and the 2 sample perfumes were in the bag as well, loose. These are Mont Blanc Explorer Extreme. So this is a men's fragrance, so I won't be using that. I did spray a little bit on me. It's too masculine for me. Boots, I got the description from Boots. They describe it as evoking the absolute spirit of exploration. Vibrant bergamot reveals an intense, invigorating essence representing the vivacity and strength of the intrepid adventurer. The enigmatic woody facets of patchouli and vetiver then fuse with the amber and leather accord, amplifying every note of this intense fragrance. They add a warm depth that lingers long after the adventure begins. It's quite familiar. So I don't know, I will probably give that to my husband to give it a go. I don't think my son would like it. The next one is D by Diesel. Now, to be fair, this time I got my description from Superdrug. I thought I would go to the 2 sort of high street pharmacy type outlets and give them a fair go with their descriptions and just mention them. Not that I'm really advertising or anything, but you know. The olfactive interpretation of self-expression, D by Diesel, gives you the confidence and freedom to act for a change. It gives you the confidence and freedom to act for change, not for a change. That sounds very rude. I thought, what do you mean act for a change? I act all the time. To act for change. It's not an ordinary fragrance. It adapts and evolves with your skin. This 3D textured fragrance is composed of 3 main notes. The top note unveils the spicy freshness of dynamizing ginger, followed by aromatic lavender. The heart note denim cotton accord perfectly settles on your skin like your favorite pair of jeans. Finally, the fragrance evolves into a sensual and warmer scent from the base notes of vanilla infusion. And I have tried this one out. I quite like it. I don't like the first blast of it. It does smell. I think it's meant to be for both. It's like a unisex kind of perfume. The first spray, I'm not keen on. That's quite a masculine element, although it is quite fresh as well. But it does go, weirdly enough, into this vanilla fragrance, which is really nice and goes very nicely when you pair it with a vanilla sort of body spray like Sol de Janeiro or something like that. So I quite like that one. Quite successful. I don't know whether I showed it you. Okay, so a quick update on things at the moment. Advent calendar season. It blows my mind every year, because I get kind of obsessed by it and I can't stop thinking about it, and I can't stop watching videos. I watch random lifestyle vlog. I think she does brilliant previews and reveals and talks about the advent calendar as well. I like watching her. She's, I don't know her or anything. She's not a friend, or I've never reached out to her or anything, but I think she's really good if you're into your advent calendars. And she does those reveals as well that are quite quick and easy to see and spot whether you like something. She did do one on Fortnum and Mason. I did like the look of that. I actually did. And I think one of you wonderful people mentioned that calendar to me as well. And I was thinking, yeah, that is on my list. It's only got 26 items in though. And I do like it when you get like over 40. You know, like you get a couple of days sometimes. That just makes that day extra special. So that is slightly putting me off. But some of the products in there look fabulous. So that makes me think, well, I'd rather have a really good product than two really not so good ones. I don't know. Someone's mentioned to me as well, and I agree. I saw that somewhere, but I can't remember where, but it does look good. Do you know what? I got for a couple of years running and really liked it, and I'm sure they didn't do one last year because I was waiting for that to come out and I didn't see it, but I might have been wrong. But that looks good, I think, potentially this year. And then is there one called, I don't know whether I've written this down, or Anthropology or something? That looks all right too. I like the look of that. Harvey Nichols, I saw a preview on that and I am disappointed. I have had Harvey Nichols for the past 2 years and it's been my favourite calendar both years, but I had a little look at the preview. I think it might have been on Random Lifestyle Vlogs, I think, and I wasn't keen. There were a couple of products that I don't like and there just wasn't anything really jumped out to me. And a couple of the perfumes I didn't like the look of. So that was the one I was banking on getting. So I'm waiting to see what Selfridges is, Cult Beauty, Space NK. That might be a good one. And to see and hold Fortnum and Mason. I will wait till my next credit card bill comes out. So then the following month payments comes in that cycle. And if Fortnum and Mason's still around, then I might just go for it, you know. So the other thing I've been obsessing about lately is clothes and buying clothes. And I have got a couple of things to share with you because I thought I'm going to try and get an autumn kind of wardrobe. I think I'll probably keep my greens into the autumn, but I fancy some different colours as well because I'm just usually green or blue, occasionally red. So I'm going to pause and show you what I've bought because I quite like them. So one of the things I'm doing at the moment is like I'm constantly looking at clothes online, but I don't like buying them online because I like to go and try them on. So I look at places where I can go and try them on. And one of them is Next. And I saw this top. Now, it probably looks quite boring to you, but I think it's really lovely. It's not the cheapest one. It's £34. But I went and tried it on. They didn't have a size 12. So I thought, well, I'll try this on in the 10 and then a different colour on in the 12. And if I like it and it fits in the 12, I'll buy it. But the 10 nearly fits. It's one of my goal tops. So I'm really excited for that for autumn. Then I went to Peacock's, which is one of my favourite places. This jumper is £18. This is fabulous. I really like this. This is a small size. It does actually fit though because it's a bit of a bigger fit, I think. And then finally, this jumper is £14 again from Peacock's. I'm not sure what colour that is. It probably doesn't look... It's like a plummy burgundy maybe colour. Burgundy maybe, I think. But I thought that will look nice. Maybe need to self-tan a little bit more. It's draining me slightly. But it will look nice, I think, in the autumn. So very happy with those. And I can get into smaller tops. Unfortunately, my stomach is still huge. I'm justifying getting these things because we've decided not to have a summer holiday this year. Well, it's nearly the end of summer, but we were going to go away in September. We're not doing that because some of my beautiful, lovely, gorgeous Labrador is very up and down with her health. We've been to the vet loads of times recently. We went last week as well. She had an infection. I was worried because her breathing was all over the place, but they checked her and they think it was an infection. She had antibiotics. She perked up again. She's gone downhill again. I know the heat doesn't help her, but it's worrying, and I can't. My son was going to look after her for the week, and I thought no, because I don't want to A, put that responsibility onto him if something happens, and B, if anything did happen and I wasn't here, I would be upset. So we're going to have a couple of one-nighters away maybe, and just a premiering. I love going to premiere breakfast, and he'll be all right for one night, and we'll go reasonably near so we can always come back if there's a problem. Talking about my son, good news, we had his results today from his college where he did media studies, and he got a distinction. I am so proud of him. He's been through a lot over the last few years, and I won't say too much because he'll be cross with me if he ever finds out, but he well and truly deserves this because he put a lot of work into it. So I'm very, very proud of him. That's it. I've had a good week. I hope you're having a good week. I think that the time is a good one for manifestation. My manifestation's been going really good lately. Only little silly things, apart from the Emma Hardy, of course, that manifested out the window because I wanted it. But other things, it just seems to be happening all the time. For example, that top in Peacocks, first of all, I couldn't see it in the right size for me, and so I tried on the bigger size. I think this is a small and it was a medium. And I thought, well, I'll just order it online. Came out the changing room, there was a small. Manifestation, lots of little things. Try it. All you've got to do is believe in it. So take this positive, healing, manifesting energy, and I can feel it flowing to you. Try it. It's got to be something small to start with. You might be able to get bigger things, but don't try winning the lottery because it didn't work. But try it on little things and you might find that you get them. Sending you my stomach's rumbling now, so I better go off and eat. Sending you loads and loads and loads of love, positive, healing energy. Hope to see you again here soon.